time to start a friendly little chat with our good old Laurice. Him and his stupid tendencies have plagued me in my trials for the last goddamn time. It's about time I finally give him what for, put him in his place.
Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth? I'm not really sure what to say.
Iris, we only have 20 minutes. There are two things which I need to ask you before we reconvene.
Alright, I'll help you any way I can.
First, about that night. You really did go to the Inner Temple, correct? The last witness claims to have met and talked with you in the training hall. Either you or Sister Bikini is lying.
Mr. Edgeworth, it is just as I said yesterday. Until the incident occurred, I was in my own room, in Hazagora Temple.
Until the incident occurred. Very well. The second thing, then. That night, the temple snowmobile was used in between the time Sister Bikini returned to the main hall and when she bore witness to the murder. Sometime between 10:30 and 11 p.m. that night. Were you the one who used the snowmobile?
There's only one key for the snowmobile. The only person who could have used it was me.
So it was you. But why? What made you go out to Dusky Bridge?
I'm sorry, Mr. Edgeworth.
Ah! Once a killer, always a killer. God damn it! Iris.
I can't tell you about that yet.
Yet?
Not until her safety is confirmed.
Her?
The safety of the Acolyte.
The Acolyte, huh? You mean Maya? She must be talking about Maya. Ugh! What the hell could that mean? Iris, look me in the eye and tell me the truth. Did you kill Elise Donham?
No matter who or what may come, I could never take a life.
As I thought, no psycho locks. Very well. It is my job to get to the truth. You'll discover this for yourself soon enough. So she really didn't kill her. What the hell's going on? Trying to say Maya did it now? Oh man. This could be really bad. Well, let's just get down with it now. So when I welcome back everybody to more Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. This is your host, the MJ406. Court will now reconvene. Miss Von Comma, where is the witness? During the break, a man who is destined for suspicious behavior in the gallery. Suspicious behavior? He was sketching something very intensely. Don't I ask what the witness was sketching when he was detained? He drew a terrifying woman, armed with a demonic face and a vicious whip. Huh, I wonder. I can only presume that his intent was to capture you. Oh! Anyway, it's time to drag this pathetic excuse for an artist before the court. I can see why you would think about drawing that, though. Laurice Donham, I hope you're ready. Get in here. It would seem that whip is going to see plenty more use today. I mean, I was saying in one of the earlier trials, ouch! Your sketch is a contempt of this court. If there was somebody she really needed to whip, it was Larry. And finally, I get my dream come true. Hey! I'm just running out! Ouch! You tried to run away from the bailiff who was trying to hand you your subpoena, correct? Look! I'm nothing but a fledgling artist training out in the mountains. I only dropped down here in the city because I ran out of green paint. Well, to use the technical term for the color, viridian. Larry, this isn't an art store now, is it? I know! I graduated junior high, okay? Look, art is all about working in the fields, isn't it? Working in the fields? I presume he wanted to say field work. I hope. Then that's it. Thanks, buddy. It's kind of sad that I was able to understand his mangled train wreck of a sentence. You thought Phoenix Wright was dumb. I just happened to stop in here and found a wonderful new model. Really? That's what you were doing? So see, I've got nothing to do with this trial, at all! I expect all of your faces to be red when you realize this mistake. Bright red. Or, to use the technical term, Crimson Lake. Ow, ouch! Ow, ow, ow! Ouch! Ouch! Stop your pathetic babbling and testify like a man! Refrain from whipping me, Miss Von Comma. Cross-whipping is as bad as cross-checking. Witness, that was all your fault. Testify now! This is too much for me. Yeah, they really do go with the hockey jokes for him, too. They really do try to emphasize he's Canadian. I get it already. Sheesh.
I was in that lodge out in the mountains looking up at the stars that night. I walked to the bridge a number of times, but I didn't see us a snowmobile. I didn't see anyone on the bridge that night either. The girl I was waiting for didn't show up. My teacher died on me. I'm all alone now. Aren't I, Edgy?
Don't freaking get all sad on this. Witness, please refrain from talking directly to the lawyers during your testimony.
I'm just a nobody. Nothing but a small, worthless man, aren't I? And why wasn't I asked for my name and occupation? Or anything else?
Mr. Edgeworth, this man seems to have quite a severe inferiority complex. He's recently been the cause of numerous incidents. I think he's finally realized for himself just how much of a nuisance he has been to other people.
Yeah, that's right. I'm behind everything, every case. Watch out, okay? Just touching me will make her eternally unhappy.
Oh, well then, let us proceed to the cross-examination. With no touching, thank you, and hopefully no whipping. We can delve into other details at a later time. Yeah, don't worry about his life story. Trust me, it's not worth listening to. He really is just a nuisance. But hey, it's kind of like he's turning into a pity party. Whatever was the matter, Mr. Edgeworth? This one single statement is so full of contradictions. For a moment there, I thought I was going to collapse.
Oh, so, witness, any idea as to where these contradictions in your testimony lie? Depending on your answer, I may stay my whip. Okay, give me a minute. Well, it was snowing that night, so I couldn't possibly have seen the stars. That rundown shack is hardly a lodge, is it? And even if the stars could be seen, it isn't like I was there to look at them, right?
Oh, you're pointing them all out.
See? You can do it if you try.
Ouch!
There's only one issue here. What you saw at Dusky Bridge.
Yeah, and you got whipped anyway. It was so full of holes, I wanted to collapse. Oh, poor Edgeworth. A number of times? How many?
Maybe, 5 times? I went once every 20 minutes.
Which means you spent almost 2 hours at Heavenly Hall that night.
You bet! Real love is about winning with your heart in your hands.
Love, you say? It was this man's intention to summon the defendant to the small shack, using this blackmail letter. But blackmail?
No, that was simply a product of overflowing love. You huffy puffy loosey-goosey excuse for a whimpering, whining wuss of a witness.
So, what did you see? I hope for your sake you saw a snowmobile. You huffy puffy loosey goosey excuse for a whimpering, whining wuss of a witness, eh?
Well, you see...
Being called those names doesn't seem to bother him at all. He's had worse. If it was a girl he liked, like Iris, saying something like that, he would cry. Definitely. Larry, you really didn't see it?
Hey, no need to hit your desk. I can hear you. I didn't see it. I didn't see us as a snowmobile.
Larry, say snowmobile for me, please.
Snowmobile?
If you truly have nothing to hide, then why are you stammering like you just flew over a cuckoo's nest?
Shut up! What is this? I don't know. Don't ask me.
It seems I'll need to start from a more obvious contradiction. I'm going to strike the blow that will finally get him to spill the beans. Frickin' Larry. If I remember, this testimony is actually kind of difficult. Well, Larry overall, because it's Larry. It's very unpredictable. You didn't meet anyone.
That's right, because I've got nothing to do with this. And I'm just here to buy some Viridian paint, okay? Come on, I expect to see those Crimson Lake faces. Now!
It would appear that simply pressing him isn't going to be enough, Mr. Edgeworth. Indeed. Seems that he's going to claim to have nothing to do with this to the end. I don't want this guy to cost us any more time. I need to slice through his obvious contradictions and keep things moving along. Right. Okay. Only 4 statements, though, huh? Okay. So... I mean, we already went over that one pretty much. So... Went to the bridge a number of times. Didn't see a snowmobile. Maybe that one. Didn't see anyone on the bridge that night. Maybe these 2 statements I should go over the snowmobile?
Objection!
Ah, crap! Damn it, maybe I should do the weather first. What do you think of the witness's statement?
I don't think there's a problem with it.
Humph. You say it with such gusto, I suppose I must agree that it is all there is to it.
Go get smart with me. Get smart with this penalty.
Oh, it would appear that even I can make mistakes. That's my second one! No! I never made mistakes before!
Objection! God damn it! I have no idea where to go with this.
That statement contradicts the data provided by this piece of evidence.
It does? How do you mean?
Forgive me, Your Honor, but you just said it yourself that it does.
Don't try to play mind games with me. Damn it, he's smart and he looks.
Because it appears I have yet to adjust being on this side of the courtroom.
Okay. We gotta think this over. We pressed every statement. So I need to find something that indicates that he either saw something or saw the snowmobile. But, oh, wait a minute.
Objection!
Right! He was there to see Phoenix Bright! I didn't mean to say right the first time, but there we go.
Larry Butts, I can understand why you might want to throw your old life away. You're pretty pathetic, and you cause all sorts of trouble.
I'm sorry!
But, having realized just how much of a nuisance you have been, that could be considered a step in the right direction.
Edgy, are you trying to console me?
It certainly doesn't sound that way to me. However, I cannot forgive you for simply turning away from the incidents you create.
You're totally pinning this on me.
Now then, let us talk about the night of the murder. Sister Bikini, after seeing the murder take place, asked Phoenix Wright to report it. Thus, he headed for the public phone by the bridge. There, he happened across a certain nefarious individual. You, Larry Butts!
That's right! Me, in the flesh! Listen carefully, witness. It doesn't matter if you change your name. So long as you remain pretty pathetic, you will continue to cause these incidents. That reality will not change. But, what do you want me to do then?
Larry, what you need to change is your inner self. But for now, what you saw that night, testifying truthfully about this one issue, is all I need from you.
Edgy, I think I finally woken up. I hope. Well, I guess I could still be sleeping. But anyway, I'll do it. I'll testify. Well, I'm not sure this will go especially well. My God, Larry. I'll ask again then, witness. What did you see on the night of the murder? I can't believe it, Larry. Just be straightforward with it already. Come on, quit making this a pain. I went to the shack at around 9, so it would have been about 10:30 p.m. I was lying under my bedding when a white flash almost blinded me. Oh, I looked out the window and Dusky Bridge is on fire. There was still some thunder, but I went right away to check it out. That's when I ran into Nick. Okay, that adds up pretty well. You certainly saw quite a lot, didn't you? So, what happened to the bridge after it caught on fire? It was like me after a 3-day stint chasing a girl. It totally burned out. Like, almost totally gone. I mean, trying to cross the burning remains was what caused Nick to fall. What did you say?
Oh, don't worry. It's nothing life-threatening. He just caught a cold.
I never know with that man if he should be called lucky or unlucky. Now, Mr. Edgeworth, please commence your cross-examination. You know, it does seem like she kind of cares about him a little bit. Maybe it's another rivalry thing, I don't know. She doesn't seem to outright hate him, though. Maybe that talk with Edgeworth at the end of the previous game got her thinking. I suppose.
What did you do out there in the cold for an hour and a half?
Well, if you really must know, I was busy being excited, I guess. Excited? Dare I even ask? I set the meeting time as 10 p.m., right? But I couldn't wait, and I thought she might come early, too.
Well, it appears she didn't come at all in the end.
Because they never arranged to meet in the first place, did they? Shut up! Don't go picking my fond memories apart! Anyway, I was getting a little worried. I thought maybe Iris had lost her way. So every 20 minutes or so, I went out to the bridge. But I didn't see anything particularly suspicious. I didn't have anything else to do, so I went back to the shack to wait for her. Yeah, she got lost in the place she's been living most of her life. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So what about this lightning strike, I suppose?
This light was, of course,
lightning! Like, Kerpow! Like a slap from Naomi, honestly. A big bada boom! Who the hell's Naomi? Or a little like that. It's more like a punch from Miranda.
Witness, did you actually see the lightning hit the bridge?
Well, I was a bit startled by the flash of light, so...
I guess he's gotten used to the whipping since he gets beaten by his women all the time, because he's always going after models and being an idiot. I can see it. Seeing that, what did you do?
What do you think? I was burning up as well, from the fire in my heart. And that's why you went to take a look at the bridge? Well, to be honest, it was freezing cold, so at first I thought, forget it, I'm not leaving my covers. But it had pretty much stopped snowing, so I don't know. I changed my mind.
I'm not sure I care with the forget it attitude you had at first, Witness. Yeah.
Hold it!
You went right away to check it out, you say. Okay. You said right away. But exactly how long after the strike was that?
The lightning fell, and then the bridge caught on fire. Maybe around 5 minutes? I mean, I suddenly thought, gotta go check this out. How far is this small shack from you were in from the bridge? Hold on. Well, it had pretty much stopped snowing. I guess about a 5-minute walk?
And how did Dusky Bridge look when you got there?
Like I had recovered a piece of my childhood. I mean, not even the bonfire kids make during school camping trips can compare.
Well, should I press him for a little more info? So, you suddenly thought to check out the bridge. Does this mean that you initially had no intention of doing so?
Well, yeah, I guess it does. It was really cold. I didn't really want to go out there.
If that's the case, why'd you change your mind? I would like to hear your reasoning. In which case, please give testimony to that effect, Witness.
My reasoning? Okay, reasoning, is it? I thought I'd never get another chance to see something so big burning.
Hold it!
So you decided to go and see what was happening?
That's right! We're talking about a massive suspension bridge burning to high heaven! That's not something you see every day. Real like, really special?
Can we really trust a witness who's unable to pronounce spectacle? Life seems to love hitting this poor witness below the belt.
Well, my motto is to hit life back as hard as I can. I'll give you a few hits too, if you'd like, with my whip.
He told me about the burning bridge yesterday, but there's still something that doesn't quite fit. It looks like, despite his change of heart, Larry still isn't telling us the whole truth. Of course. Okay, so the burning bridge thing is not what I wanted. We already know that was burning, and it was a pretty big bridge to have set on fire, so... that doesn't seem to have any bearing on this. So, let's try this instead. Larry, let me ask you one thing.
What is it, Edgy? What's with the serious face?
Why didn't you call anyone?
Huh? What do you mean?
Normally, when faced with a towering inferno, one would try to tell someone. There's a public phone right by Dusky Bridge, correct?
Well, of course I thought of doing that.
You did? So then, let's hear why you didn't.
Huh? Yeah, okay. A reason. My reason. It isn't that I did try to tell you what, I just didn't have time to, okay?
Really?
I arrived at the bridge and Nick showed up less than a minute later.
Hold it!
That can't be true. Ha! You claim to have arrived at the bridge at the same time as Wright.
Yeah! I thought I'd better tell someone about this. But then Nick came up yelling about murder. It totally made me forget about the bridge. The fire was pretty much out by then anyway.
What's this feeling? I suddenly have a terrible case of unease.
It was after contacting the police that Phoenix Wright fell from the bridge, correct? Yeah, that's pretty much it, more or less.
You told me about the burning bridge yesterday. There's still something that doesn't quite fit. Well, I think I know what it is now. So, he arrived there when Nick showed up less than a minute later from him getting there 5 minutes after the lightning strike. Even though the lightning strike hit the bridge at 10:45. And it went out when Phoenix Wright went on it. So,
Objection!
that is wrong. And the fire went out as soon as the bridge broke, pretty much. Your very existence being a contradiction, I'm not sure if you can grasp this or not.
What the hey, Edgy? You make me sound like some sort of alien.
Maybe you are, but your testimony is conclusively contradictory. The problem here is time.
I've never been the best timekeeper, you know. 3 minutes after Billy leaves on foot, you follow him on your bicycle. How long does it take for you to catch up with him? Terrible at those.
This is much more simple. You saw the lightning strike Dusty Bridge, and immediately went to see what had happened. Is this correct?
Yeah, well, I wasted about 5 minutes first, but more or less.
I have the weather data from the night of the murder here. According to this, the lightning fell at 10:45 p.m. You say it takes less than 5 minutes from the shack to Dusky Bridge, meaning you probably got there at around 11 p.m.
That all sounds about right, I guess. And then Nick showed up and did his falling act.
Nope, not this time. That is impossible.
What do you mean?
11 p.m. is when the murder occurred in Hasakura Temple. Thus, Wright was still there, in the courtyard. There is no way that Larry could have encountered him at Dusky Bridge at that time.
Excuse me. I have an objection.
You do?
Edgy, how many times do I have to say this? I'm not Larry, I'm Laurie Studham! Yeah! It has not been proven that the murder occurred at 11 p.m. The sister only said around 11, in which case it could have been earlier than that.
Watch your footing there, Miss Francisca Von Karma. The slope ahead is slippery, for there is still no way that Wright could have been at Dusky Bridge at 11 p.m.
And why not?
It is clearly written here in the weather data report. It took around 30 minutes for the bridge to burn out. Therefore, the bridge must have been burning until at least 11:15 p.m.
Which means, what exactly?
Wright did not see the bridge while it was being consumed by the flames that night. In fact, he did not arrive on the scene until after the flames had died down.
Huh. Actually, I guess I could believe that. Also, are there multiple stages between had and died?
Larry, you have arrived at the bridge at 11 p.m., but Wright did not make it there until at least 11:15. I suggest you just stop hiding things and just tell us the whole truth. Now then, what happened during these missing 15 minutes?
I feel like I just got brutally woken up by toilet splashback.
Ew.
I guess I was still sleeping after all. Pitch me!
I'd rather not. Order!
So there was missing 15 minutes prior to meeting Phoenix Wright. I hardly see that as much of a problem. Yeah, not much of a problem at all.
Really? The bridge is burning before your eyes, and there is a phone right next to it. Why, then, did you not report the accident?
Yes, witness, why didn't you? Were you there simply to watch the bridge burn?
And therein lies the problem. For even after the bridge had burnt out, he was still there. Staring into space, this witness didn't even attempt to fulfill his civic duty.
That's what it sounds like.
Ah, but this is Larry we are talking about, and even he is incapable of being so stupid. Which means there has to be a reason for his inaction.
Yeah, why not at least put a little faith in him? Edgy, I think it's about time I got serious with you, dude.
Just as I thought. You've been playing with us all this time.
Listen, I'm going to tell you everything. Are you sure you want to hear it all?
Yes.
I may really say this time everything. Then say it, please.
Very well. I have a terribly bad feeling about this. However, let's have the witness finally give us the whole truth. Now, for this 15-minute gap, what were you doing, witness?
God damn it, Larry. Can't you just be reasonable here? Why are you always making things so complicated for us?
I hope this is actually the truth, not some more contrived bullcrap.
I'm a dude. I'm an artist. What do you think I was doing? Sketching! In front of the bridge! I was whipped up into a frenzy of art. The shock and awe that I was feeling, I transferred it all directly onto the page. Before I realized it, the flames had gone out and then he came running up.
Uh-huh. I suppose artists can be strange folk.
That's right! I'm willing to sacrifice everything in order to draw the perfect sketch.
Including the truth from the sound of it.
Mr. Edgeworth, has this removed the last of your doubts?
Not at all, Your Honor. One very large doubt still remains.
And what would that be?
This is a surprisingly believable story, especially considering the source. So why did he think he needed to hide it from us until now? I intend to drag the reason out of him.
Ha ha ha! You'll regret this, Edgy.
Huh? What do you mean I'll regret it? It makes it sound like this is going to be a bad thing for Iris. Or me, at least.
Hold it!
Alright then, let's dig in and see what we got. Tell us, Larry.
My name is Laurice! Get it right! Mistakes like that are what keep you from being popular with the ladies like I am.
Just who exactly are you?
I'm Laurice Doonan, apprentice extraordinaire.
That's what he calls himself, in any case. Then you are an artist?
Of course, I'm an artist, the real thing.
Yet again, that's what he calls himself.
Names mean nothing. There is only one issue I care to discuss. What were you doing?
That is a very big issue indeed.
Yes, let's get to the sketching. Maybe I can get a sketch from him and see something that we didn't see before.
Sketching? The burning bridge.
The burning bridge and everything that came with it.
What? Came with it?
You want to hear this from my lips, do you, Edgy? You'll regret this. That sketch of mine is... Gah! Enough. Just take that ridiculous sketch of yours out already, witness. What are you talking about? I don't know what you mean.
Oh my god, Larry! That does indeed appear to be the fastest solution. I'll leave it to you, Mr. Edgeworth. What should I do? I've got a terrible feeling that the instant this sketch is revealed, the entire world may be changed by what is depicted there. What kind of messed up things could he have sketched with his mind? Larry, I wonder if you could show us your sketch, please.
Well, well. Even I couldn't have imagined it turned out like this.
Imagine what?
Bellarie's Dunham's debut would take place here, today, like this. Out! Show it, now! Okay, but steel yourselves. This is the world of Larry Dunham!
What the hell is this? What? Ah! There's a body up there too. So this is Dusky Bridge, correct? Quite a large bridge, isn't it? Your response, Miss Von Karma?
Yes, well, it's a better drawing than I expected. Isn't it? Isn't it? I struggled to reproduce those flames, I really did.
Yes, I'm sure you did. Ugh, this is going to get ugly. What the heck could this be? No one is encouraged to bring it up, it seems. This mysterious flying object. Larry.
What?
The burning bridge is fine, but what is that unfortunate-looking figure?
Ah, you spy that? I thought you might.
However much I might want to ignore it, I can't.
It's Iris, of course! Iris! I wish she'd take better care of herself. We have to plan for her future, you know. What would have happened to her if she had injured herself lying like that?
What? Huh? Larry, please. Answer this next question honestly.
Okay.
Are you really claiming to have seen this? Are you claiming to have seen this silhouette of the defendant flying over a bridge that was engulfed in flames?
Yep, that's what I saw. That's why I drew it. I'm an artist, a real artist.
Are
You!
Hey, that girl! She's really high up in this picture. Oh, nice to try to say it's on drugs. Yeah. What the hell? Ah, what was that for?
This is all a bad dream. I was hitting you on the cheek to test that theory.
Please whip your own cheek from now on if you wish to test your wild theories. Anyway, no court of law will ever acknowledge that people can fly.
Actually, there is some precedent for this. She was flying pretty high, my sweet Iris. She was about 30 feet above that bridge, at least. It was really something to see.
This has to be some kind of a mistake. Mr. Edgeworth, please bring the witness back down to earth. What? Me?
This witness is your friend, is he not? Accessory to foolishness, Miles Edgeworth.
God damn it. Let's get back to the cross-examination. By force if necessary. Mr. Edgeworth, I expect you to expose the obvious contradiction here. Yes, Your Honor. Looks like I've got another reason to remember this moron.
Well, what'd you think of my debut piece?
Get that thing away from me! Now, hurry up and cross-examine him. So, yep. That's what we got. That sketch. Iris flying.
Her white hood fluttering.
Hold it!
I can't believe this. Just where did you see this sight from?
Hey, no need to shout. When I was lying in bed in the rundown shack, the crack of the lightning bolt made me realize that the bridge was burning. I just watched it for a while from there, thinking how nicely it was burning. Then after about 5 minutes, I saw it. The defendant flying? That's right! That's when I decided to go to the bridge.
I see. I see. That all makes sense. Aside from the sketch itself. Right. Yes, the sketch doesn't make any sense. I just need to convince the artist that his work is ludicrous.
Right. And you transfer it all directly onto the page. Okay.
You transferred everything directly onto the page, and that is this sketch here?
Yep. Sensational, isn't it? Or should that be scandalous? It put my mind at ease, anyway. It did. That's right. The reason she didn't come to me, even though I waited for her, was because she was trapped on the other side of the bridge. Huh. Could it be that Iris undertook that dangerous, desperate flight in order to reach me? That's gotta be it! All right, go me! Nice out! Continue, please.
I doubt you would have done that for you, dude.
Hold it!
And then you saw him Phoenix Wright. Okay.
You forgot the passage of time to that extent, did you?
Well, once I get caught up in something, I tend to forget everything else.
That's true. He's always been that way. I guess he's not lying about that, at least.
Phoenix Wright appeared on the scene after 11:15. If he was drawing until then, that dispels all doubts.
Aside from doubts of his humanity, eh? There is a big clue waiting for me in this cross-examination. This testimony does nothing less than mock the court. But I am sure that there is a vital kernel of truth hidden in it somewhere.
Yeah. Her White Hood fluttering what you didn't have. Let me look at the sketch again. You see the sketch? Yes. See her flying over the wires of the bridge. Why is she flying over them, though? That doesn't seem to make sense to me. Don't we have another photo of the bridge or something? I guess not. Alright, well, screw it.
Objection!
She didn't have her hood that night. I wanted to see if there was something with a bridge. Thinking ahead, I guess.
Larry, what did you really see that night? Not that I particularly care.
In your position, that's just being irresponsible. I drew exactly what I saw. I'll give you a whole $1, that's the truth.
If that is truly the case, then there is one thing that we can say for certain. What might that be? I win $1. That the person who flew over the bridge could not have been the defendant Iris.
What? What do you mean? I don't understand. Ugh! A foolhardy folly of a foolish statement by an equally foolishly foolhardy fool. How exactly can you make this claim?
Tell us, Larry. According to this picture, the individual whom you say you saw was wearing a hood, correct?
Of course he was. That rundown shack is quite away from the bridge. The hood is what told me that this floating angel was my Iris. The hood is my darling Iris, and Iris is my darling hood. Wah! It seems there are bigger fools in this world than the one at the defense's bench.
You finally realized that. Took you long enough. Larry, there's something you need to be made aware of. On the night of the murder, Iris wasn't wearing her hood. She had given it to Wright as a gift. Are you going to change your story now? Perhaps suggest it was Wright who took flight?
Wouldn't that be interesting? But what are you talking about?
I think you understand what I mean just fine.
Why? Why Nick of Iris's hood?
What? Uh-oh.
Edgy, what's going on with Iris and Nick? Why, you Nick? You dog!
Damn it! That's what I get. I do believe that this unbelievably mysterious sketch is destined to disappear, discredited, and discarded. Straight into the garbage.
Ha! What is it now, witness? It feels like I've been waiting 25 years for this very day to come. Edgy, today's the day I get you to completely stupefy you.
What? What is the meaning of your outburst, witness?
I hate to have to do this, but I have some definitive evidence.
Definitive?
Evidence? Iris did indeed come flying over the burning bridge, and I, Laurie Student, shall prove it.
Uh-oh. Does he actually have something? I didn't expect to ask this again, but we shall be needing your testimony once again. Oh no. Tell us anything you know concerning the defendant as depicted in the sketch. And show us your evidence that this nightmare was actually a reality.
Okay, I hope you're ready, Edgy.
Oh no! Larry!
So he's really gonna call this on to screw me over, huh?
He must be trying to protect her from being what looks like a criminal in his own weird way.
Because I'm going to feed you a whopping serving of pain.
You've been serving us a whopping serving of pain this whole time. Trust me. Okay, with that, we'll end this episode here. So, Larry was indeed waiting for Iris, but instead got to see the moment the lightning struck the bridge and it set on fire. He drew a sketch of it, including Iris flying over the bridge. Alrighty then. This makes no goddamn sense with how the murder happened. Larry. Well, we gotta dig around for the answers either way. Come back next time, we're gonna dig into Larry's proof that Iris flew, apparently. That makes her sound freaking supernatural. Like, what the hell? I know Dahlia was a sadistic bitch, and she fell into the river and survived, like Phoenix Wright, but I highly doubt that she could actually fly. Like, she's sadistic, but not like a superhuman. Come on, that's just too much.